yung arts, it's also a therapy. The budget is also a problem because walang gustong mag-invest sa mga lesser popular na artists. Yung sining or yung art, it's a way of expressing, di ba, ourselves. That's one great example kung gaano ka-powerful ng culture and arts in helping promote the tourism industry of a particular place. Important yung arts para mas ma-preserve pa natin and ma-promote yung culture natin. Because nakakalimutan na natin yung cultural identity natin, parang nawawalan na rin tayo ng patriotism siguro, tsaka nationalism. Kung bata pa ako, mahilig talaga akong mag-drawing and magsulat ng mga stories, tapos mga poems or mga tula.
Right, so good everyone, we're doing a small podcast right now and this time meron tayong isang special guest. Isang passionate when it comes to arts and cultures and isa rin siyang instructor dito sa BCC, sa May Burawin Community College. So let's meet Ma'am Cyril Abello.
Hello po everyone. Hello po. Sir, salamat po sa papaunlak niyo sa akin dito. So, ako po pala si Ma'am Joan Cyril Abello. So, isa po akong instructor sa Burawin Community College. And yeah, I'm from Burawin. And just like what Kuya Pud said, I'm passionate when it comes to Waray culture, arts, ganun. Parang yun.
So by the way Ma'am, kamusta si Ma'am Cyril?
I think so far okay naman po. So nag-enjoy sa work as an instructor, and at the same time kasi po ngayon medyo nabibusy rin ako when it comes to helping in organizing events when it comes to yun nga mga related sa arts, sa visual arts, sa literature, and we also have this organizations na niraran din na yun related sa arts, usually visual arts right now. Yan, happy lang.
Happy lang. Sana all happy lang. Ito Ma'am, anong nag-inspire mo para pumasok sa larangan ng culture and arts?
Ano po, like ever since kasi nung bata pa ako, mahilig talaga akong mag-drawing and magsulat ng mga stories, tapos mga poems or mga tula. And then when nag-college ako, so sa UP Tacloban ako nag-college, and my program was communication arts. So yung focus namin were literature, theater, tsaka yun, more on literature and theater. And dun mas na-inspire ako, mas na-motivate ako na mas mag-learn pa when it comes to writing, especially when it comes sa pagpo-promote ng ating wika. Waray. Okay? So, tapos sa visual arts naman, so na-expose din ako sa mga local artists natin, and actually it was just last year na when I started na was it last year? Basta when I started teaching sa BCC, nagkaroon ako ng opportunities to meet with people na yun nga, meron ding passion sa arts, and dun mas na-inspire ako na what if i-ano ko talaga siya, like i-pursue ko talaga siya. So yun, nag-start ako mag-paint. Actually, it was just last year na I started painting talaga. Tapos, nag-start din akong magsulat ulit. Kasi, it had been a long time, na hindi ako nagsulat at saka naggawa ng arts. Ganun. And then, yun, last year, na-inspire ako to write again and yun, mag-paint.
Dahil nga meron ka na rin mga organizations.
Yeah, because of sa network. Yeah.
So ito Ma'am, in your own perspective lang, ano yung ibig sabihin ng culture and arts?
So, when it comes to culture, let's say Waray culture, so it talks about our traditions, our siguro way of living or lifestyle as Waray people. And arts naman, I can consider na yung arts, it's just parang part na rin siya ng ating way of living as humans, di ba? Part siya ng soul natin. So, for me, it's our way to express din not just our culture but even ourselves as humans. So they're integrated together. So that's why
Yun yung perspective, di ba, when it comes to culture and arts. Doon naman, bakit mahalaga ang sining sa ating kultura?
just like what I said kanina, sir, yung sining or yung art, it's a way of expressing, di ba, ourselves. And it's not just ourselves as humans or kung sino tayo personally, but I think it's also a way of us na ma-preserve natin yung cultural identity natin.
Yes.
Kasi I really believe, sir, na tayong mga Pilipino, one of the reasons why siguro nagkakawatak-watak tayo ngayon is because nakukulangan na tayo sa ating passion
Tama.
sa ating cultural identity. Kasi na masyado na tayo sigurong exposed sa ibang cultures like mga Koreans,
Yun.
mga yung mga American,
K-pop,
'di ba?
oo.
Or yung mga K-pop ganun. So hindi naman natin minamasama 'yon, 'di ba?
Oo.
Yung interest ng tao. But it's just that because masyado tayong exposed sa kanila, hindi na natin namamalayan na parang nakakalimutan na natin yung
Oo.
own identity natin as
Correct.
Filipinos, as Waray to be particular.
So, kailangan
So,
talaga natin
yun, because nakakalimutan na natin yung cultural identity natin, parang nawawalan na rin tayo ng patriotism siguro, tsaka nationalism. Kaya sometimes madali na lang sa atin na okay, lumabas ng ibang bansa because we want to pursue a greener, let's say, parang yun, mas magagandang opportunities. But I'm not saying that it's bad. But yun lang. And parang ano lang. So for me, the reason why arts is very important is because if we are in touch with our cultural identity, pag ini-express natin yung cultural identity natin through arts, mas na-appreciate yun natin. Not just sa atin individually, but even the people around us. I don't know if na-notice natin, but whenever may mga exhibits when it comes sa mga visual arts or mga crafts, handicrafts. Di ba pag nakita natin, oh, ay, ang gaganda. Ay, mga ano talaga, mga ano natin to, parang mga gawang Pinoy, di ba? That's in that way na-appreciate natin yung culture natin. Ay, magaganda pala yung mga ginagawang yung mga wini-weave, like for example, yung mga bag, mga bani, ganun. Parang doon natin na-appreciate.
Yeah, totoo yan.
So, for me, important yung arts para mas ma-preserve pa natin and ma-promote yung culture natin.
Tama. Very good. Sa tingin mo, bakit mahalagang ituro ang culture and arts sa paaralan?
For me, yun, para ma-promote yung cultural identity natin. And like what I said kanina, since yung culture at saka arts natin, it helps in developing yung patriotism, yung nationalism ng isang tao. For me, yung students natin, they need to develop their passion for our culture in general. Kasi pag na-appreciate nila yung kultura na meron sila, yung identity nila as Filipinos, mas magiging passionate sila in helping develop our communities na, you know, when mas nagiging involved tayo sa mga community projects.
Correct.
Or mas nagiging natural sa atin na sumunod sa mga batas and makialam sa mga social issues. Kasi I think one of the reasons na yung mga bata ngayon hindi masyadong nakikialam sa mga social issues. Kasi yun, like if they lack the interest sa kung anong nangyayari sa bayan natin. But if they have this passion and compassion para sa sarili nating bayan and sa culture natin, I think they will be more involved. We will be more involved. Na mas makikialam tayo na para sa atin, like, it's not enough na, okay, nag-vote tayo during election and nanalo yung manok natin. But they will be more enthusiastic in,
correct.
you know, na, okay, kilatisin yung mga kandidato, ganun. And whenever they see na there's something wrong sa nangyayari sa government natin, mas magkakaroon sila ng tapang siguro at saka passion na makialam. Na, kasi, okay, this is my right as a Filipino, this is my right as a citizen. No, I think ganun, sir.
Okay. So ito, meron ka bang artist na hinangaan and bakit?
Actually, marami po. As
Parang
in,
gusto
sobrang
magbigay ng
marami. Like, paano ba? Like, isa sa mga hinahangaan ko, siguro sa Waray Literature, siguro yung isang professor ko, si Professor Merly Alunan. Actually, so she's
Taga saan po yan?
so Ma'am Merly Alunan is an awardee when it comes sa literature. Not just sa actually she's not Waray. So Ma'am Merly is not Waray, but she writes in English and Cebuano. But ironically, because she is she has been in Tacloban for a long time and she taught in UP. So actually, she's a professor emeritus sa UP, Tacloban. So ironically, even though she's not Waray, siya yung isa siya sa mga nagpupush na ma-pursue or mapatuloy yung Waray literature, and isa siya sa mga founders ng Katig Writers Network. So yung Katig, I had the opportunity na makapag-join ng workshop nila, yung Lamirao Creative Writing Workshop. And yun ba, yung, alam mo yung, actually, it's not just Ma'am Merlia, but I think many other Waray literary
Marami.
artists na part ng network nila, and even not just part ng network nila. Actually, we have Sir Domus Pagliawan. So, Sir Domus Pagliawan, he is also part of BCC. So, actually, siya yung research director namin.
Wow, nice.
So, he is also into not just literary arts, but even visual arts, and I think even performing arts. And yeah, so he's also passionate. Actually, he's the first Waray novelist.
Oh.
Yeah, so he's in BCC, so he's in Burawin. So marami pa, like when it comes to sa visual
local
arts.
or national.
Yeah, marami. Actually, hindi ako masyadong sa national, but more on sa Waray. Actually, marami talaga. Like dito sa atin, we have Mr. Paulo Ayay. Diba? He is my good friend, and he is, yung pinopromote naman niya is,
He's a composer.
yeah, he's a songwriter, composer, he's also a singer, and nakakaano ba, parang nakakatuwa because dahil sa music niya, maraming mga bata yung naiinggan nyo ngayon na magsulat din sa Waray.
That is a fact and a trivia.
Yeah, magsulat and yun, kumanta, maggumawa ng music sa Waray. So, actually marami, as in sobrang madami, sir.
Sa panahon ng modern technology at social media, paano natin mapoprotektahan ang traditional na sining?
Siguro i-reverse natin. Gamitin natin yung technology, like social media, para ma-promote yung arts, yung culture natin. Kasi, di ba kanina sabi natin, because of the exposure sa other cultures, kaya nawawala or parang nalilesen yung yung love siguro or passion natin para sa ating culture. But I think we can also use social media and online technology para naman ma-promote. Kasi like I think the best way or the fastest way now to reach our young generation is through social media, and I think that's a fact.
Digital na rin.
Yeah, digital na. So, like meron kaming organization, so sa visual arts, it's called Canvas for a Cause. So, Canvas for a Cause, actually, we're just a small and new organization, and parang mga friends lang, and we're really actually mga newbies pa lang kami talaga. May mga students. So, we are from different parts of Region 8. So, yung ginagawa namin is we are using our arts for some projects. Like ngayon, before like ginagamit namin yung nagbebenta kami or nag-sell kami ng mga artworks namin para makapaglikom ng funds for various causes, like yung mga before para sa mga nasalanta ng bagyo or ng lindol. So namigay kami ng mga kits. So now naman yung project namin is parang we are helping this particular person na may siya, may yung pet niya, yung pet niya may parang kailangan ng vet. Ganun. So we are helping her. And marami pa kami actually plan na mga na mga projects na gagamitin namin yung arts namin to promote or to help with that. So naging possible actually yung organization namin because of social media. Kasi konti lang kami. Like I think we started with 3 members, 4 na before parang nagkakilala lang kami through an exhibit. Tapos later on, because na rin sa pagpo-post, like maraming nainganyo na pwede bang sumali, ganon. Marami nang nare-reach. Tapos like what I said, pinopost din namin minsan not minsan, but most of the time, pinopost namin yung mga visual arts namin online, and marami yung nare-reach. So, I think it's one way na yun nga, ma-promote. And this is the funny thing, not really funny, sir, but before, di ba, I think, nakita mo yun na minsan nagsusulat ako ng mga siday, tapos pinopost ko sa sa social media, and sometimes nagpo-post din ako ng mga paintings ko. Actually, I'm just a newbie in both. Like, hindi ko mako-consider yung self ko na like expert ako or pro ako. But it's just, nakakataba ba ng puso whenever may mga friends ako or may mga students ako na later on, magsusulat din sila, magpo-post din sila sa social media or magpe-paint sila and sasabihin nila na na-inspire sila sa akin, so they want to try it as well. So sabi ko, so I think this is effective, di ba? Para maka-inspire tayo sa iba na if I can do it, you can also do it. Yeah, parang ganun po.
Yung pananaw, paano nakakatulong ang culture and art sa pag-unlad ng turismo sa isang lugar? Pare, dito sa atin.
Sir, actually, malaki yung tulong ng arts and culture. So, not just arts and culture. Actually, part din ng culture is yung heritage natin, di ba? So, part din yun ng turismo. So, the reason why the culture and the arts of a certain community, important siya sa tourism, is because marami siyang natutulungan na aspects. First of all, let's say, nakakatulong siya to promote a place. Promote a place. Like for example, when people find out na, okay, yung place na to, they are known, or let's say Basay. So yung Basay, known sila for yung mga weaving, yung mga banig weaving, parang ganun. So, before, hindi ako aware nun. But, by the time na nagkaroon ako ng interest yun nga sa when it comes sa culture, ganun, narealize ko, so, if I would want to learn more about yung mga weaving, mga banig weaving, ganun, or may mga bags na gumagamit sila yung mga natural or indigenous materials, I can go to Basay. And it's not just me. Marami na yung pumupunta sa Basay to witness, to see this, let's say, ito mga bags, diba, ganun. And even here sa atin, like, mayroon tayong bukayo. Yung bukayo, before,
dinadayo na talaga yan.
Before, yung bata pa ako, di ko siya ma-appreciate. Na, kasi, like, we can buy it everywhere naman, di ba? Na okay, kinakain lang natin. But then, when I realized na, okay, bukayo is like a product that is parang unique siya sa Burawen and something to be proud of. And it's in Arado, di ba? Your place. Na, parang, later on, na you become proud of your place na because dinadayo na siya, or when people come here to buy bukayo or before yung galyeta di patatas, di ba? So parang naano ka na okay.
Sa amin yan.
Yes, sa amin yan. So minsan pag bumibili ka ng mga pasalubong para sa tao sa ibang sa ibang lugar, dinadala mo yung itong mga delicacies na to, and it helps promote the place. The place. Tapos itong mga tao na to, when they na-realize, uy, ang sarap pala. So, the next time na maisipan nila, pupunta ako ng Leyte or pupunta ako ng Burawen.
Sila ng
Yes, hahanapin nila yung mga products na yun. So, first of all, I think it can, aside from promoting the place or the products na meron tayo, nakaka-help din siya when it comes to livelihood.
Tama.
Kasi, if mas marami yung maa-attract sa mga products ng isang lugar, mas marami yung pupunta dito sa atin, and yun, makaka-boost siya ng livelihood ng mga tao. So, that's part of tourism industry. Tapos, sir, eto pa. Like, for example, si Apu Wang-od, di ba? Sa Buskalan. Di ba? Kumbaga, because of her, yung tourism nila, mas nag-boost.
Yes.
Kasi,
because of her,
marami yung dumadayo para lang magpatato sa kanya. Di ba? Kahit lang that's lang yun. So, I think that's one example. That's one great example kung gaano ka-powerful ng culture and arts in helping promote the tourism industry of a particular place. So, here in Burawen, I think we have a lot, di ba? Kailangan lang more on promotions. Yes, delicacies, and we have a lot of great artists and mga heritage sites din dito sa atin na we can promote.
Anong pinakamalaking hamon ngayon sa pagpapanatili ng kulturang Pilipino? Ito medyo kasi iba, some of them like dying na rin.
Actually, that's the reality. Kasi konti na lang yung meron talagang interest when it comes to arts, when it comes to local culture. Kasi like, for example, siguro if magpapa-concert ka na uy, magpa-concert ka ng SB19 or Sarah Geronimo or ano
Mga
to,
kilalang well-known
Bini.
personality.
Mga, yes.
Oo.
Maraming pupunta, di ba?
Oo.
Like, you don't need to promote much kasi, like, people would really parang go to see
Yeah.
them. Kasi sikat sila na
Sikat
national level.
Yeah.
Pero, whenever you produce or whenever you organize local events or events that involve local artists, to be honest, medyo mahirap
Mm-mm.
maging ganyo ng tao. Kasi, it's like, sino ba sila?
Oh, correct.
Agikuan, waray man lang. Like, okay, waray songs or mga waray, mga parang minsan
Hindi nila
dinadown
na,
natin.
ano
Di natin na-appreciate yung local artists natin kasi sometimes we always look up masyado
Oo, yung
sa mga national and international level ng mga artists.
Correct.
To the point na hindi na natin na-appreciate na
Your own.
actually we have our own.
Artist.
Marami tayong very talented
Yeah.
artists na kulang lang sa platforms and kulang sila sa platform
Mhm.
kasi there is also yung parang inferiority
Mm.
when it comes sa not just language but
Mhm.
siguro when it comes to culture. So this is the reality, sir. Kasi parang meron kasi tayong inferiority complex
Yeah.
minsan na yung mga yung mga taga NCR or yung mga taga ibang bansa, they are more popular, they are better than us kasi yun nga, nasa national level sila, ganun. Sometimes we think that way.
Actually, gano'n naman talaga.
Yeah, di ba? That's the sad reality.
Oo.
Na mas tinatangkilik natin yung sa national tsaka sa international na mga levels. But
How about the, like, iba yung sa budget din, di ba? Mahirap din mag-ano ng budget when it comes
yun,
to...
okay. When it comes to budget, I think papasok din dun yung mainstream na, let's say, yung demand ng mainstream.
Yeah.
Kasi, I don't know, sir, if napansin natin, what happens now is, ito, even sa national level siguro ng art industry, kung sino yung mga sikat, kung sino yung mga popular, sila usually yung mas may maraming projects. Like sa TV,
Correct.
sa
Totoo
music.
naman. Kung sino yung mas
Yes. Hindi natin masisisi yung mga producers. Why? Of course, they're after money.
Correct.
So isipin nila, sino ba yung hinahanap ng mga tao ngayon? Okay, so sikat ang
Popular.
love team na to, sikat ang singer na to ngayon, sikat ang banda na to ngayon. So, let's invest in them.
Yeah.
Mag-produce tayo ng events or ng projects para sa kanila because there's sure money. So sometimes, even though hindi naman sa minamalit natin, but let's be honest, may mga there are certain instances na actually mas may deserving pa
Yes.
dun sa mga projects na yun.
Oo.
But because they are less popular,
Oo.
hindi sila nabibigyan ng break.
Correct.
That's the reality.
Correct.
So yes, the budget is also a problem because walang gustong mag-invest sa mga lesser popular na artists. Especially if you're coming from the province. And that's one of the reasons why konti lang yung nagsusupport sa local artists natin.
That's
Kasi-
the reality.
Yes, because yung demand ng tao is kung sino yung sikat sa
Sikat.
national level.
Correct.
So yun yung sad reality, sir.
Anong pinaka-fulfilling na karanasan mo bilang college instructor?
Being with my students,
Yeah.
to be honest, sir, I consider my students not just as students na kailangan kong turuan, but I don't know, alam mo yun, like, I see them, hindi ko maintindihan kung feeling ko nanay ako, ate ako, teacher ako. Basta, whenever I see my students, especially pag nakikita ko sila na, like, they are being successful in what they do or they are enjoying in what they do, nagiging proud ako sa kanila. And like, I have been an instructor for quite a while. So, before sa BCC, dati na akong nag-teach din sa F. Suburawen,
F. Suburawen.
tapos sa Tacloban din. And may mga students ako before who are professionals now, who are successful professionals now, mas successful pa sa akin, mayayaman, ganun. And whenever I see them, tapos, alam mo yun, yung nakikilala ka nila, minsan yung iba nililibre ako, tapos, yun, ititreat ka nila, tapos o bibigyan ka ng gifts. Alam mo yung nakakataba ng puso na
Nakaka-touch.
they don't forget you.
Oo.
And sasabihin nila, ma'am, kung ano yung narating ko ngayon, may
because
part
of
ka
you."
doon. Ba't
It's
may
a part.
part ka doon? Ma'am, alam mo, hindi ko nakakalimutan yung sinabi mong ganito, until now, blah, 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 na-inspire ako doon, blah, 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 blah. So, alam mo yung feeling na these children or these students are not just responsibilities mo, but alam mo yung, meron ka talagang connection sa kanila on a soul level. There's that fulfillment.
Yeah.
Knowing na if you help this person succeed in what they want, or if you help them find the path na they really want to pursue,
Yeah.
nakakataba ng puso. I had this student once na student ko siya before, tapos bigla siyang nag-shift. I think nag-shift siya. Basta one time, nag-meet kami. Tapos sabi niya sa akin, ma'am, alam mo bang ikaw yung reason bakit ako nag-shift? Oh, bakit? As in, nag-guilty ako. Sabi niya, kasi ma'am, naalala ko daw yung sinabi mo sa amin na I actually forgot, this is non-verbatim. Basta yung point, sabi niya, naalala daw niya yung sinabi ko na if they don't see themselves daw in that particular career, parang wag na nilang ituloy.
Yeah.
Like wag mo nang tapusin na ganun. Parang it's like nagsasayang ka lang ng oras. So that's why nagkaroon daw siya ng courage na okay, nag-shift siya sa kung ano yung gusto niya talaga
Yung
i-pursue.
ganong path na talaga gusto
Yeah.
mo.
So
Tama.
yun, parang ganun, sir.
Ito, paano mo ginagawa ang mas interesting yung pagtuturo mo?
Mas interesting. Siguro it's more on involving these kids sa mga activities, not just yung sa mga classroom activities, but if I had a chance to involve them in community activities or activities outside, I really encourage them to do so. Kasi, like ako, personally, nag-grow talaga ako, not just through sa classroom lang. But para sa akin, malaki yung impact nung extracurricular activities ko, nung nag-aaral ako, when it comes to developing my interests, my passion, my discipline, ganun. And marami akong na-learn din in dealing with people. So whenever I have the opportunity to invite my students outside, like for example, may mga workshops dito sa atin sa LGU. So whenever I get the chance to na magawa ng paraan na pwede silang mailabas, pwede silang ma-invite. Like we also have this organization, yung Rayan Dayan. So it's an art organization sa BCC. And whenever I had the chance na ma-involve sila sa mga activities natin dito sa tourism and other activities outside, minsan nga dun sa Tacloban dati din. Ini-invite ko talaga sila. Because sabi ko sa kanila, you know what guys, darating yung araw maghihiwa-hiwalay tayo. Darating yung araw makakalimutan nyo yung mga natutunan nyo sa loob ng classroom. Pero yung mga experiences ninyo
Yes.
na you had outside the classroom, kung ano yung mga na-learn nyo doon, di nyo yun makakalimutan.
Yeah, correct.
Madadala nyo yun
Tama.
kahit saan kayo
Kahit
pumunta, as in, you're gonna learn from them. So, yun.
So tanong ko lang, hindi naman kayo madamot sa grades ba?
Ay, hindi. Ay, hindi.
Di ba
I have-
bumabagsak si ma'am?
Well, as much as possible, ayoko talaga mambagsak.
Oo.
Pero, pag wala
No,
talaga,
Brenda,
like, but usually, yung ginagawa ko, like, hindi siya pumapasok, edi, drop na lang kita, di ba?
Oo,
Kaysa
diba,
bigyan
diba?
kita ng failing grade, drop na lang kita.
Correct.
Or like for example, like lacking lang sila ng okay, I give like INC para may chance pa at least na magapan. Pero as much as possible, ayoko talagang mangbagsak ng students. Pero pag wala talaga, sin kailangan ibagsak,
Wala na tayo
then
magagawa.
sorry, wala tayong magagawa. Alam
It's your
naman,
choice.
yeah. I mean, you had the opportunity.
Yeah. So, yun, hindi bumabagsak si ma'am. Pasok lang kayo.
Try nyo.
Try nyo. Ito, ano po ang payo niyo sa mga estudyanteng gusto pumasok sa creative and cultural industries?
Pursue it.
Yeah.
So, even sa mga students ko sa Rayan Dayan, and even sa mga art up students ko, ito yung pala yung sinasabi ko, if you have the passion, if you have the talent, like sa music man yan, sa visual arts man yan, sa literary arts, performing arts, whatever kind of art, kahit digital arts or
Yeah.
mga filmmaking, di ba ganun? Kahit anong klaseng arts, if you have the passion, make sure na as early as now, tutukan mo.
Yes.
Bigyan mo ng time, and whatever happens, once gumraduate ka, wag na wag mo yan bibitawan.
Mm.
Kasi yung nangyayari, the moment na mabusy na tayo sa ating mga jobs, yun yung nangyayari sa akin talaga. After college, I stopped writing, I stopped
Di na kita
painting.
nakikita masyado
Yeah,
sa ano,
as in, wala. Actually, it was just last year talaga. Last year or 2024, na I really started going back to arts. Na na-miss ko yun, nasabi ko, I think yun yung kulang sa buhay ko. But parang feeling ko naging boring yung life ko. Kasi yung nangyayari, once na tayo, like focus na tayo sa ating mga jobs, yung focus na lang natin, trabaho,
Yeah.
bahay, sa pamilya, pag-aaral, or minsan mga problema. So what happens is wala na tayong outlet for our soul. Wala na tayong outlet to express ourselves. And eto, sasabihin ko lang, sir, yung arts, it's also a therapy.
Yes.
So, maraming mga tao ngayon yung nagko-commit ng hindi maganda, let's say self-harm, and because wala silang outlet, wala silang mapaglabasan ng mga hinanakit nila, 'di ba? Uso yung mga hindi ko na mention, but if you're doing arts,
Yes.
it's going to help you
Part
to,
din yan ng pagiging
Yes.
therapy na. Tama kasi may mga student kasi talaga na or ibang tao na pag may problema dinadaan nila sa drawing,
yes.
sa arts. Minsan may mga abstract pa nga yan eh.
Yes.
Sinasabi nila, di natin maintindihan. And yet, meron yan meaning sa kanila. And then, kung ikaw talaga passionate when it comes to art, makikita mo yung
Yes.
meaning ng dinodrawing ng
Yes,
artist.
totoo, sir.
Yeah.
Actually, nakakasad nga. It's just recently na, di ba lately may mga news tayo dito sa Burawin na may mga
About nga.
nag-commit ng ano. So, there was one time na, so I was with my art appreciation class. So, yung topic namin is how art is therapeutic. It's a way of like healing yourself.
Yeah.
So, I was encouraging them na, if you are going through something, you are feeling low, I mean, you're really, may pinagdadaanan ka, why not i-express mo yung self mo through arts? Gamitin mo yung arts, gamitin mo yung passion mo para libangin mo yung sarili mo, i-distract mo yung sarili mo, and to help you feel better.
Yeah.
So yun, I was telling them na wag niyong i-harm yung self nyo,
Yes,
but
very
rather, yun, tulungan nyo yung self nyo, probably through arts. And it was sad na pagka-uwi ko nun, I found out na my neighbor committed.
Oh.
He killed
Oh my God.
himself.
Oh,
Na parang nakakasad, sabi ko, kakaano ko pa lang sa mga students ko kanina. I was promoting arts to help, 'di ba? Na tapos
And then,
I would found out na yung neighbor ko. Na parang it's just sad. So if only people would know ba na art is not just about cultural identity, promoting our cultural identity, but it's also a way of healing,
Yes.
healing ourselves. I think many people would love to explore it more and give it more time. So yun, yung payo ko po sa mga students and even sa lahat na nakikinig. If you are passionate about something, if you have a talent in any particular kind of art, please don't stop.
Yes.
Kahit
Also,
gaano ka ka-busy, always give time to that because that's a way para ma-refresh yung soul mo,
Yes.
ma-refresh yung mind mo, and yun. Kahit pa paano, there will still be self-fulfillment despite everything na pinagdadaanan.
Tama.
So yun, sir.
So yun ma'am, maraming
Thank you
salamat
po.
sa
And thank you for
ano
this
natin.
opportunity.
Okay, and that's it for today's video. Follow for more.
Thank you po.